What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone, and welcome back to The Fatal 12. Last episode we played entirely as Federico, and then Odette eliminated Ro by the end. By the time Odette eliminates Ro, morning has come. I can't even remember whether I was awake or asleep when we got taken to the dream world. It's partially due to the fact that I didn't take the time difference between here and Japan into account, but from now on I should be able to make sure to remain more alert on Sundays. Well, it seems like we're still playing as Federico. Once we've gotten ready to leave, we call on room service to bring us up some breakfast.
でよ、結局ロの未練は何だったんだ?
What was his regret? Cheating on his family?
なんだ、まだ予想がついてなかったのか。お前が自分で言ってたんだぞ。
は?
I think back to my previous suggestions, albeit without much confidence.
やっぱり愛人関係なのか?
Probably.
まあいいか。それじゃ全く気づいてないみたいだしよ。
She gulps down the rest of her Americano before continuing. I would like you to gulp me down, Miss Odette-san. Gotta say, she really likes espresso-based drinks, doesn't she?
犬だよ。
Wait, what? Dog-related?
犬? 犬ってあの犬だよな。
ああ。だが、あの愛人が飼ってた犬ってわけじゃねえ。あいつは犬と一生を共にしたかったんだ。子犬から育てて、成犬になれば友人になり、最後を見とる。
I don't even own a pet and my heart is breaking.
ありふれた経験だが、得難い経験でもある。
I wanna adopt a cat.
犬ごときが未練になるもんかね。
でも、人それぞれだろうに。お前の国でもペットを飼うのは普通だろ。
俺の国ではな。
I'm not fond of having to talk about myself, so I try to shift topics.
ところで、なんでそれが分かったんだ?
お前が愛人のところに犬がいるって言っていたのを聞いてピンときたんだ。んで調べてたらローの妻が犬アレルギーだったって判明した。そりゃ飼えないわけだ。
Why would you ever marry a person that's allergic to pets? That's like a huge red flag when it comes to dating. She spills every last bean on his personal life after that. His parents, who lived in the countryside, had a dog back when he lived with them during his youth. That dog was killed in a traffic accident, though. His family refused to get another pet after that, since the sudden shock that came from losing it was too much for them. And that led to the birth of Ro's great regret.
今度こそちゃんと死を見とってあげたいってな。
Why did you have to eliminate him? All he wanted was a dog.
気持ちだけなら分からないでもないな。未練になるほどってのは俺は理解できないけどさ。
She scoffs in response. Believe it or not, but this brute actually has a soft spot for animals. Hell, her ultimate regret might be dog-related as well. Not like in Keep a Pet when you're always out at sea. Either way, the discussion moves away from Ro shortly after that. Over the course of his life, he kept too busy and was too financially unstable to own a pet. And once he got married and settled down, he discovered that his wife had allergies. Oh no. You see, that's one of the first things you ask on a first date. Are you allergic or do you hate pets? Yes? Well, fuck off, thought. Stay away from me. Guess we'll never know whether or not he convinced his lover to get a dog because of that, or if he ever went with her because she already owned one. Hell, she could have been just some lady he hired to look after his secret pet dog. Odette's the only one who knows those answers now. Oh well, probably shouldn't concern myself with someone who's already been eliminated.
ニュースはどうなった?
The goddess said that anyone eliminated during divine selection would have the reversal of their deaths undone. Not only that, but any events linked to that period of time would also be undone.
俺、自分で見ろ。
She flings her smartphone across the table to me in response. I don't even need to browse the web based on her reaction, so I give a casual glance toward the screen before handing it back.
2週間前、中国の有名企業の役員が会議中に脳梗塞で突然死。
What a pathetic death!
ところでよ、あの運命の大広間とやらの上はどうなってるんだ? 指名の時、上に行ってただろ?
Is it like Barca's sex dungeon? I'm starting to find myself curious about how the election process works.
ちーと説明が面倒だが、まあ。教えておいた方が今後はいい。
She doesn't seem to be sure at first, but she decides to take the time to give me a primer. And a pretty long primer at that, even for someone who talks as much as she does. And the flashback. The circular platforms both Odette and Ro were standing on began to rotate as they were raised above the Court of Fate. Upon reaching a certain height, they stopped ascending. The layout of the upper area was similar to the lower stratum, but parts of it felt different somehow. The goddess displaying her usual wry smile had made her own ascent before either participant could blink.
それでは指名をどうぞ
After ascending, all the cards in Odette's possession sprung out from her book at once. A strange light surrounded them, masking both their number and contents from everyone's view except Odette's.
なんだ、言えばいいんだな、こいつの情報を。
She knows you're a fat bastard who just wanted a pet dog.
貴様
あなた様のお好きなようにカードを宣言してくださいまし
Odette's eyes scanned across the cards in front of her. She currently had 9 cards, including her own. Wait, what? She has 9 fucking cards? We only have 4! Okay, we should be very wary of Odette. Among them were 3 specific cards she needed to read aloud. She brushes her fingers against them before speaking.
ローチャンホ、
やめろやめてくれ
てめえの死因は脳梗塞。
私には家族がいるんだ私が死んだら家族はどうなる貴様はその責任を背負えるのか
I don't think she particularly cares about your family.
まだ間に合う指名をやめなさい金はある私は株も土地も持っている
みっともね
いくら欲しいいくらでも出す私の信用情報ならいくらでも引き出せる一生遊んで暮らせるぞどうする
え。こいつの未練は犬だ。
終わりだ私はおしまいだ
金だろうが同情だろうが命の対価にならねえよ。何より勝負事で私が妥協するわけないんだよ。
Once Odette finished, 3 of her cards floated away from her. After reaching the middle of the Court of Fate, they came together and formed a triangular shape. Who knows whether or not he could hear her last words to him? He simply hung his head in despair, realizing that his fate had been sealed. One by one, Odette's cards began to emit a white light.
散りゆくものに福音あれ
Said light got brighter and brighter until it eventually blanketed the entire area. And then it happened. In the brief moment that Odette's vision was blinded by the light enveloping the area, her consciousness was overtaken by an unfamiliar scene. Her senses were linked to the scene as well. What? What's happening? Do we get to see his death? Do we get to feel it? She witnessed a number of old chubby men. All are wearing expensive suits and sitting in an oddly bright room. Their faces were all twisted into expressions of boredom. Oh shit, when we eliminate someone you get to experience their death? That's kind of fucked up. The artificial lighting in the room was almost blinding when it reflected off the documents they had brought along. It was apparent that they were holding some sort of meaning. She could tell it was one of great importance, judging by the tone of their voices. However, she was unable to hear the details of their conversation. Some manner of interference prevented her from doing so. And then the unexpected struck. All of a sudden, her vision went blurry. Next, her face slammed down on the table with a thud. She was unable to muster the strength to move her body whatsoever. She collapsed down onto the floor. The unclear voices were now being directed towards her. Eventually, her consciousness faded as she lost all bodily sensation. A stream of memories followed, all manner of people talking to her, but it was impossible to make out a single word they were saying. Regardless, the sense of disconnect she felt at that moment made it clear what was going on. These were Ro's memories. Memories of the moment he died, engraved upon his soul. Ro's thoughts were of the dog that died when he was young. By the time the flashback ended, Ro had disappeared from Odette's sight. The card she used to elect him did the same, and the room returned to its usual gloomy atmosphere. One thing she noticed was that the beam of light that shone from above had grown thicker, although she wasn't sure whether or not it was just her imagination.
なるほどな。脱落させた方にも死を体感させるとは、お前の根性は腐ってるみたいだ。
Exactly right, even Odette gets it. Our lolly goddess Sparka opted to respond with nothing beyond her wry smile. In her hand were 3 cards. Odette realized that these were the cards that were in Rose's possession.
5、使命。11、使命。11、死因。あなたはどのカードを選びますか?
So out of Rose's 3 cards, she did get a name. The platform on which Odette stood began to move soon after Parka asked her question.
下へ戻るまでに考えておいてくださいね。
選択肢ねえじゃねえか、それ。
While she had imagined this outcome, the fact that she was so on the money left her visibly annoyed. Oh, so that's why she was annoyed. It was too fucking easy for her. Following that, both her and Parker returned to the lower level of the Court of Fate. And flashback over.
なるほどな。
I tried to imagine everything she's explained to me. Basically, you're forced to experience the same death as those you eliminate.
嫌な気分だぜ。パルカってのはあんな顔してひどいやつだ。
そうか？なかなかにスリルがあったけどよ。
Only you would think that's pretty exciting. In response, I make sure to sigh loudly enough for her to hear it. She keeps babbling on without a care in the world, though.
んなことより、日本入りするぜ。
To the land of anime titties and hentai.
結局行かなきゃいけないから早い方がいいってことだな。それにあんたが取得したカードの主はどうやら日本人だったな。相当なジジイだったと思うが。
Now she's out to kill an old guy. Classic villain rhetoric.
そういうことだ。よし、食ったら出るぞ。
It finally feels like the second round's over now that we've decided our next move. Washing down the last flaky bits of my croissant with some milk, I stand up and get ready to leave. To Japan we go! And are we back to Rinka? This morning brings memories of another nightmare with it. The second round of divine selection has taken place. By this point, I've already accepted that I'm a participant. The fact that I'm alive now makes it hard to comprehend the reality of my own death, but it's no longer about whether or not I believe it. Rather, the events that have taken place so far are starting to get to me because they feel so detached from my personal life. Divine selection's grinding along, and 2 people have been eliminated without any influence from me whatsoever. I keep telling myself that they had died over 2 weeks ago, but I can't forget the faces I saw in the Court of Fate. That alone is enough to make my heart ache. I don't want to die. Not having access to my own cards is frustrating too. There's one major reason behind my reluctance regarding all this, and it's the fact that I don't know what my own regret is. I still haven't sorted things out with Miharu, but it's entirely possible that we could be eliminated while preoccupied with that. As afraid as I am of both the woman from last night and the guy from the first round, not to mention everyone else, I'm not about to go down without a fight!
私がやらなくちゃいけないこと。
We need to get more cards! I have 3 cards at the moment. If I'm going to do any digging, it needs to start with people these belong to. I look up that Federico Carminati person after I finish collecting my thoughts. As expected, no useful information. All I learned is that it's a common name in Italy. The other 2 cards provide me with cause of death for numeral 4 and a regret for numeral 9. All I know about them is that they seem to be foreigners.
調べようがないってこんなの。
After a big sigh, I set about my morning routine. There's always the possibility that the other participants don't know anything about me. Doesn't mean I can waste my time though. My own name card was among those distributed at the beginning, which means it's only a matter of time until someone puts 2 and 2 together. One thing that has made me curious is numeral 9's cause of death. Much like me, their card says they died in a fire. From what I recall, numeral 9 is a boy from abroad. Of course, there's no guarantee that he got caught up in the very same situation as me. Actually, he was the one that brought the fucking bomb on the train. Much like how there's no guarantee that I simply died from the fire itself. In fact, I still don't recall how one broke out of the train in the first place. There are plenty of possibilities from a simple accident to an international terrorist attack, but there's no way for me to find out when the act has been undone. In other words, all I've got going for me is my memory.
ああ、もうやめやめ。
Screw this! No point in forcing myself to try to remember. Especially when there's a near zero chance of a hint magically appearing to help me out. Something tells me that's foreshadowing. I make my way downstairs, have some bread, and then head to school. To school we go!
やっとお昼だよ。今日はお弁当？
Hi there, Mao! Mao and Miharu stroll over to my seat when the bell chimes for lunch. I had planned on going to the cafeteria on my own, but Mao catches me just in time. We probably would have eaten separately if she hadn't, considering my mind is a little preoccupied. So much for trying to go about life as usual.
私も今から行こうと思ってたとこ。
僕も今朝はちょっと寝坊してしまってね。お弁当を作れなかったんだ。
Oh, we both know what you were up to, Miharu.
寝坊。
Obviously, I won't ask if that was thanks to being in the dream world.
ミハルンが寝坊なんて珍しいね。さて、食堂へレッツゴー。
Let's go! The university on campus has its own cafeteria, which is open for our use as well. Middle schoolers aren't allowed to use it, but once you hit high school, it's fair game. Since it's a little awkward hanging around all the university students, most of us tend to buy our food and then go eat it somewhere else. That goes double for us considering how much we stand out. That being the case, we make our way to the rooftop after getting our food.
貸し切りだ。
The rooftop is usually crowded with students on days like this, but fortunately that doesn't seem to be the case today.
そういえばさ、二人は何を買ったの？
僕はハムサンドだよ。シンプルで外れがないし、何より安いからね。
I do love me a ham sandwich.
それで足りる？
真央こそ焼きそばパンとアンパンだろ？
いやいや、うちはコーヒー牛乳を買ってるからカロリーは圧勝だね。
She jams a straw into the carton with a triumphant grin. It's a 16-ounce carton too. I'd probably struggle to finish it before lunchtime ends.
カロリーで勝負してどうすんの？
太る？
ダメだろそれ。
リータンはもう少し太った方がいいと思うけどね。
胸見ながら言わないでくれる？
Hey, flat is just as you thought. Don't tease our blonde streaked waifu.
怖っ。
Much as I am aware of my depressing reality, I'd rather not have her remind me of it. Especially with Miharu sitting right beside me. Oh, Rinka, I don't think she cares.
それで、リンカは何を買ったのかな？
あ、カツサンド。
はい、リータンの優勝。やっぱりカロリー摂取する気あるんだね。
競ってないから。
Mao asks for a bite as I unwrap the packaging. Trust her to do so before I can get a bite in myself. I float the sandwich close to her mouth, which prompts her to chomp down on it.
あ、カツまでいかなかった。
一口小さいもんね、マオ。ってミハルどうしたの？
Is there anything wrong, my beautiful blonde waifu? She's staring at Mao with a blank expression. Oh, wait. Does she think we shared an indirect kiss?
いやー、ミハルも欲しいんじゃない？
I think she does and she's jelly.
じゃあハムサンドと交換する？マオがかじってない方あげるから。
お構いなく。僕は揚げ物は苦手だから、いらないよ。
Oh, Miharu's jealous and tsundere.
すみません。
Mao presents her yakisoba bread as an offering to Miharu after apologizing. Unsurprisingly, Miharu turns her down, which elicits a laugh from her. Honestly, what a silly conversation. At the same time, it serves to remind me that moments like this are a regular part of my daily life.
リンカ？
どうしたの？
いや、なんでもない。ちょっとぼーっとしちゃってさ。
Can't we inner monologue in peace? There's some weirdo playing a visual novel and we need to know what she thinks. That said, I go back to eating my lunch. We keep chatting away like usual on the rooftop until just before lunchtime ends. After the final period of the day, I hear someone call out to me as I'm tidying up my desk.
先輩？
Naomi, our cute kohai!
あ、ナオミ。
Turns out to be Naomi. The culture festival isn't far off at this point, so it's about time she starts teaching her classmates how to brew coffee themselves. That's why we've made a deal to have her come over to Lion House as much as possible this week. She normally waits for me at the gate, so it's surprising to see her come straight to my classroom. Now that I think about it, will everything I'm teaching Naomi right now be undone if I get eliminated? Oh, right. That's something to think about. Based on what Parka said, it's all but guaranteed. If that's true, then why am I even bothering?
先輩どうしました？
ごめん、なんでもない。
I can't keep acting like this. Mao caught me spacing out earlier today too.
お待たせ。もう行けるよ。
To the Lion House.
リンカ、
Oh, hi Miharu, would you like to join us? Miharu stops me as I'm standing up.
あれ、どうしたの？
羊さんと帰り会？
Miharu, this isn't what you think it is. We're only teaching our cute kohai, but if you want to come along and make coffee with us, or make coffee with us, you can join us on our way home, wink wink nudge nudge.
今日もうちでコーヒー入れる練習するからさ。
Do you want to join? I take it you're going to work. Join us, please.
もし暇なら、美晴も来る？
Not like there'll be many customers in the first place, and I'm all for us hanging out together. At first she looks happy about the offer, but it quickly shifts to disappointment.
せっかくのお誘いなんだけれど、今日もバイトがあるんだ。
I cannot get enough of Miharu's cuteness! Excuse me.
いや、代わりを見つければ間に合うかな。
She whips out her phone to check mid-sentence.
いや、バイトなら仕方ないよ。うちに来ても話すだけだし、また今度だね。
No, let's have a good time today. Come on, cancel work.
うん。また今度。必ずだ。
Never. Her tone is a bit poignant. Not that I blame her. It's entirely possible one of us could be eliminated during the next round. I leave the classroom after saying goodbye to Miharu. Bye-bye, waifu. I'm sure Mao would have tagged along, but it seems like she's busy with something else today as well. While on her way to Lion House, Naomi blurts out something I don't expect.
三島先輩に申し訳ないことしちゃったかな。
Oh, Naomi totally knows that Miharu's our waifu. She feels so guilty right now. Oh, Naomi, don't feel sad. We're doing this for you.
美晴に？
はい。三島先輩も凛花先輩と話したかったんじゃないかなと思ったので。
私も美晴と話したかったな。でもバイトって言ってたから、ナオミのせいじゃないよ。
いや、そうじゃなくて。
Naomi, you sweet, sweet potato.
そういえばさ、今日は教室まで来てくれたよね。
ちょっとでも早く合流できればって思ったんですけど、明日からはやめときます。
え、どうして？
Naomi struggles to find the words that answer my question. After a number of false starts, she simply tells me, never mind. It's worth noting that she actually seems a bit aggravated, a rarity for her. Aw, Naomi! Unbeknownst to both Rinka and Naomi, there is a girl secretly watching them from the school gate. It was Mishima Miharu, known at the Mecha High for her looks and admission via scholarship. To many, she is the embodiment of perfection. However, this perception has made her somewhat difficult to approach for them. Especially now as tears stream down her cheeks for all to see. Oh, Miharu! If you wanted to come along, you should have told us! Now you're making me feel guilty that we've made you cry! A scenario likely to become the locus of many rumors if it involves anyone other than Miharu. In fact, it is such an unusual sight that no one will dare mention it at all.
ミハルまだいたんだ。
Mao, comfort her! Amongst the crowd of students pretending that they haven't seen anything, Oguma Mao is the only one to address her. Her attitude remains consistent even in the presence of her friend crying without uttering a word. Miharu's focus never shifts, despite Mao's presence. As such, Mao follows her line of sight, only to give a sage nod after seeing the two figures it leads to.
なるほどね。
Aww. Ah, Miharu! I'm so sorry! But it's nothing like that! Naomi's just our friend!
なーに？
もし死ぬとしたら 僕はリンカに愛されて死にたい。
You've already earned our love, Miharu! Rinka, you dense thought, why can't you see Miharu's feelings? Her voice quivers as she says this to Mao. Her words lack even the slightest hint of exaggeration. Mao is well aware that she has simply let her true feelings slip out. Miharu's words fail to faze her. She responds as she always does.
じゃ、まだ死ねないよね。
Yep, that's right, Mao! Miharu, you can't die yet, you have to live for Rinka! She opts not to wait for Miharu's reply and walks off. And not because she doesn't care, she understands that Miharu sees no merit in sitting down to hash things out, or go and sing karaoke to shout those inner feelings out loud. Instead, she leaves Miharu to digest those simple words. Miharu doesn't think of Mao as being cold for doing so either. In fact, she feels absolutely nothing at all about her. The only thing in her heart is Rinka, who gradually sinks into the horizon. No, Miharu! Well, fuck!
お邪魔します。
We left our waifu behind and she thinks we're two-timing.
私と来てるんだから、誰もいないよ。
Naomi drops her things off at the counter before donning the apron she's brought from home. I fill in the regulars about the culture festival and tell them not to worry about Naomi's presence. In exchange for my teaching her, she's offered to help out with dishwashing and other simple tasks for around an hour or so. I've told her to not bother, but she insists on it. It's gotten to the point where it'd feel rude to keep turning her down, so we've decided on time for her to help me out. Here's how things typically go when Naomi's around. We open at 4 p.m. on weekdays, and the hour or so after that, it's either completely dead or we have very few customers inside. That's when we either brew some coffee together, or she reads up on different types of coffee beans. The latter is more out of personal interest than anything else, since it won't come in handy for the culture festival. Around 6 p.m., the regulars who are just about finishing work drop by, so that's when I have her help out for an hour. Afterwards, she kills some time either studying or reading books. Sometimes we chat when I've got the time, too. That's how things went last week, anyway.
さあ、じゃあ始めようか。あ、先輩、ちょっといいでしょうか。
What is it? She takes something out of her bag after I nod. It's a transparent plastic bag. Inside are a number of cookies made in the shapes of stars and hearts.
かわいい。
Are these for us? Are they for us? Because I don't think we can take them after what happened with Miharu.
その、お礼の気持ちです。昨日は日曜日だったので、うちで焼いてみたんです。
I untie the red ribbon after she hands me the bag. A sweet smell wafts through the room as soon as I do so.
もし甘いものが嫌いじゃなかったら、コーヒーを入れた後、一緒に食べてみてもらえませんか？
No, Naomi, you're absolutely adorable, but I don't think I can feel right doing that.
もちろん。ありがとう。嬉しいな。
Rinka, you baka! I tie the bag back up to prevent the cookies from getting splashed with water while we're brewing.
リボンはリンカ先輩の好きな赤にしてみました。え、なんで知ってるの？わからないと思ったんですか？
Leaving the cookies somewhere visible, I start the brewing process.
うん、もうバッチリじゃないかな。みんなにも教えられるんじゃない？そんな、もう少し練習したいです。初心者向けの方法ですけど、私、おっちょこちょいなので。
She can act as humble as she wants, but it's a fact that she's improving. I'm rather impressed by how well she manages it when she's properly focused. I wouldn't be surprised if she shot right ahead of me if it were my grand teaching her.
じゃあ、そろそろクッキー食べようか。ちょっと休憩しよう。
No, the Netarare cookies! We have no customers right now, so it's a perfect time to take a break. Can't say for sure if that's a good or bad thing, though. I place the cookies on a plate and carry them over to our usual seats along with some coffee. After appreciating how great they look, I finally take a bite. No!
ごっくり。
Someone hits Naomi's panic button as she awaits my reaction.
おいしい。
I'm not good at making dramatic reactions, so this is the best I can do. Oh, I can make the dramatic reactions for you. No! Miharu! Naomi's eyes shimmer with excitement that matches her beaming smile. Well, at least we made Naomi happy.
嬉しいです。
Ah, that has a smile to protect! I have a sip of my coffee before taking another bite.
あ、このクッキー
どうしました？
すごくコーヒーに合うね。なんだろう、まろやかな感じっていうか。
It's because she thought of it!
実はリンカ先輩の苦めのコーヒーに合うようにバターを多めにしてみたんです。
Naomi knows us so well, it's like she's actually trying to hit on us. She lets out another sigh of relief, brushing her hand down her chest.
喜んでもらえてよかった。
Don't look at us with that face!
私のために作ってもらって喜ばないわけないでしょ。もう。
Rinka, you're too dense! There are a few too many for me to eat alone, so we end up eating them together. Baking sweets is apparently one of her favorite pastimes. She can bake a whole bunch of things, but cookies seem to be her specialty. It reminds me that my gran used to bake cookies as well. Granted, the taste was completely different from these. These are simple and mellow, much like Naomi, but at the same time, they don't feel like as if they were made by someone not used to baking. An idea hits me once we're about halfway through the plate.
私にも作り方教えてもらえないかな。
Our customers would probably be thrilled to see more sweets on the menu. Learning directly from Naomi rather than trying to do so on my own is a much more realistic approach too. And most importantly, I want our regulars to taste just how good these are. Oh, Rinka, you've fallen for the NTR cookies. However, I can't help but remember Divine Selection when Naomi stares at me in utter amazement. Even if she does teach me, it'll all be for nothing if I get eliminated.
ごめん、今の忘れて。
Oh, Rinka, don't push your friends away though! There's no way I can tell her about the possibility of me dying, but I'm awfully close to doing so. There's definitely a part of me that figures I could lift some weight off my shoulders if I told someone all about this.
どうしてですか？
Her overjoyed expression quickly clouds over as she draws her face close to mine. I must look like I'm mulling over something, so I rush to find a way to respond.
いつまでもナオミの時間をもらうわけにもいかないしね。ずっとこうしてなんて。
Oh no.
違いますよね、先輩。今のは本当じゃない気がします。
Rinka, there's no point trying to lie to Naomi. She's actually really observant.
そもそも私からお願いしたことなんですから。それにさっきのその
She struggles a bit before continuing.
ごめんなさい。うまく言葉にまとまりませんでした。
大丈夫。
私ずっとこうしてたいです。
Oh no, our worst fear has come to life. Are we stuck in a love triangle? Her eyes immediately shoot to the floor, almost as if she's let the words fall out by accident.
ごめんなさい。最近私ちょっと変で。
No. Don't tell me this game is gonna make us choose between our waifus.
慣れないことを手伝わせたから疲れさせたかも。今日は帰る？
そうじゃないんです。そういうことでは。
Rinka, you're dense as fuck. She takes a small breath, raises her head back up, and looks me dead in the eyes. Her expression is almost oppressive.
失礼なことかもしれないですけれど、私の悩みを聞いてもらってもいいですか？
Yes?
うん。
ここ最近嫌な夢を見るんです。
Oh, fucking no! This can't be!
はい。その夢は最初は普通の夢から始まるんです。そしたら急に電車が燃えて火事になって。
Naomi died in the fire with us! She's part of the Divine Selection! No!
炎は広がって熱くって苦しくって。
Don't tell us this! It's making it really hard!
でも先輩が私を守ってくれるんです。ただ先輩はそのまま炎に巻き込まれ。
She pauses a number of times while she talks. Her voice gradually gets more and more agitated.
リンカ先輩はそのまま死んでしまって
Okay, so I'm trying to be positive that maybe Naomi didn't die on that train. Maybe we sacrificed our life for her, and she's starting to remember the things that became undone.
いつからか覚えてる
Yes, tell us when this started. She shakes her head, which is turned to face the floor again, and then answers.
もうはっきり覚えていないんですけど最初に見たのはきっと初めてこのお店に来た日だったかもしれませんどうして言ってくれなかったのあ、いや怒ってるとかじゃなくてもしここに来るのが辛いとかなら
Okay, so maybe the concern Naomi has for us isn't actually love, but actually about the fire. That is really relieving.
そんなことないです私先輩と一緒にコーヒーを入れる時間が好きです先輩と話していれば夢は夢だって割り切れるから
Don't worry, Naomi, it was all just a dream. It never happened. You don't need to fear about us getting killed. You don't need to fear us getting engulfed in flames, having our skin melted and then burned off our body. Nope, you don't have to think about any of that.
でもたとえ夢の中でだって先輩が死んじゃうところを見るなんて嫌ですそんなこと思うはずがないのに本当に
Rinka, can you just give the girl a fucking hug? Her voice falters on my final word. I can see the tears welling up in her eyes. Hug her! Hug her!
何度もこの夢を見るんですそれって
That's not a dream. There's no doubt that what she's seeing is the cause of my death. A number of questions pop into my head, but most of all, I'm flat out shocked. I never would have guessed that she's having a dream like that based on her attitude, especially when my own memory of the event is fuzzy at best.
辛かったね大丈夫だよ私はちゃんとここにいるから
We're right here, Naomi. We're not dead.
私先輩ともっといろんなことがしたいです一緒にクッキー焼いたりまた遊園地に行ったり他にももっとだから死んじゃったりするわけないですよね
That's fucking it! We now have two reasons to live for! Our waifu Miharu and our kohai Naomi! We can't ever let that smile to come off her face! I can't force myself to nod in response. After all, I'd already be dead if it weren't for divine selection. What she's dreaming about actually took place. It's just been undone for the time being. It makes me wonder, when Parka said our deaths had been undone, did she mean that the world's memories of the events themselves had been rewritten? I can't wrap my mind around how such a thing could even be possible. However, the fact of the matter is that Naomi's memory of my death is deeply ingrained in her being, that she's reliving it over and over in her dreams.
返事してくださいごめん違いますごめんなさい先輩に謝ってほしいわけじゃなくてでもやっぱりさっきの質問に返事だけしてくださいそうすればまた同じ夢を見ても大丈夫な気がするから
Now that's a smile that we should all protect!
ごめん私は
I desperately hold myself back from saying something I'll regret. I'm far worse at lying than I thought, judging by how I keep apologizing and evading the question. Her head is cast downward, but her eyes are glancing up at me. The tears in her eyes are a lot more obvious than before. And it's my fault that she's crying. No! Don't cry, Naomi!
私にも話してくださいある日突然いなくなるなんて絶対に嫌です
This game has made me too attached to these waifus! She says this with a resolute voice, despite her eyes being filled with tears. It just makes my heart ache all the more though. She's likely to be haunted by that dream for a long time, assuming I keep the truth from her. And yet, telling her won't change the fact that I'm a participant. What's worse, I may even get her caught up in something more dangerous if she decides to want to try and help me out. I can't say for sure how dangerous this whole situation is, but at the very least, I want to make sure she never comes in contact with those people from the dream world. We have to protect! Most of all, I'd have to reveal the fact that Miharu's also a participant, and that only one of us will make it through the whole thing alive. Keeping her in the dark would mean I don't burden her with my situation.
ナオミにね、聞いてほしいことがあるんだ。
Wait, what? What are you saying? You just said you'd keep her in the dark!
ナオミを余計不安にさせてしまうかも。いや、そもそも信じられないかもしれないけど、聞いてくれるかな。
Rinka, what are you saying? You're bringing her into this world!
はい。
She answers without hesitation. Just as I'm about to start my explanation, the chime on the door rings. Thank you, whoever that is!
ごめん。続きは明日でいい？
Yes, there we go, cock blocked by the door chime.
閉店するまで待っていてもいいですか？それは悪いから。少し気持ちも落ち着けた方がいいしね。大丈夫。明日の放課後、必ず話すよ。わかりました。
She nods enthusiastically and then helps put the tableware away. She leaves as I get back to work. Meanwhile, I try to focus on my work as much as possible to distract myself from my own uneasiness.